David Cote, Winning Now, Winning Later, How Companies Can Succeed in the Short Term While Investing for the Long Term. Get ready to navigate the challenges of achieving both short and long-term business success with the lessons from Winning Now, Winning Later by David Cote. In this book summary, you'll learn about the importance of asking tough questions, fostering a culture of analytical rigor, and aligning strategic plans with long-term goals. Discover how addressing legacy issues head-on, implementing efficient processes, and building a strong leadership team can lead to sustainable growth, as well as the balance between delivering customer satisfaction and investing in research and development. By diving into these vital themes and understanding the overarching message, your approach to managing your company's future will transform.
Ask tough questions. When David Cote became the CEO of Honeywell, he understood the importance of analytical rigor and attention to detail. To achieve this, he asked tough questions that created a culture of inquiry, a company-wide habit of going beyond surface-level metrics to understand how the organization is doing. Cote encouraged his team to explain their thought processes and pay attention to details, ensuring that meetings were inclusive and that everyone had a chance to share their ideas, backed up with data whenever possible. By doing this, he was able to cut down on lazy and sloppy thinking and create a team that had a deep understanding of the company and what it needed to succeed. The lesson here is that to thrive in the long term, you need to create an environment where everyone is invested in understanding the details and asking tough questions. Strategic planning for long-term success. A good strategic plan aligns short-term operations with long-term goals, creates focus, and is based on solid data and careful analysis. It requires effective communication, continuous follow-up, and the willingness to make changes as needed. Creating a successful company is not an easy feat. When leaders get their first taste of running a company, they soon realize that there are hurdles and challenges that come with the responsibility. One of these critical challenges is creating and implementing a strategic plan that successfully aligns short-term operations with long-term goals. Creating a strategy is not enough. Leaders must communicate it effectively and make sure that their team understands and works towards the same end goal. A strategic plan is the mechanism that aligns the company's efforts towards a shared vision and helps leaders avoid lost productivity and revenue. A good strategic plan begins by setting concrete and actionable goals based on sound data and careful market analysis. Goals should inspire the organization to work towards a specific outcome, similar to Honeywell's goal to replace hydrofluorocarbons and reduce greenhouse gases. Goals like these tend to be lengthy and require substantial resources, but success lies in the leader's ability to steer the firm systematically towards these goals. Leaders must communicate the strategy clearly and effectively to ensure everyone understands what needs to be done and where the organization is headed. Making team leaders give strategic presentations to lay out their goals and financial targets proved to be useful at Honeywell. These presentations allowed team leaders to focus on what was essential, resulting in fewer emergency budget dips. Plan reviews followed by effective consultation with business leaders ensure organizations are on track towards the set goals. These reviews are vital in keeping up to date with what works and what does not. By listening to data and market feedback, leaders must be willing to make the necessary adjustments to their goals to align with the changing business climate. Creating a successful company requires a strategic plan that is actionable, data-driven, and clearly communicated. A plan that is reviewed frequently and adjusts to the rapidly changing business landscape is essential. By establishing the right goals, communicating effectively, and following up regularly, businesses can achieve long-term success. Tackling legacy issues in a company. When taking over a leadership role in a company, it's important to clean up legacy issues, despite the temptation to ignore them. Inheriting problems from previous management can be costly, hurt employee morale, and damage a company's reputation. This is demonstrated through Honeywell's experience with environmental lawsuits, which were solved by rebuilding its health, safety, and environmental division and launching public environmental initiatives. Cleaning up legacy issues not only improves a company's reputation but also brings monetary rewards. The power of process improvements. Every business relies on processes, and improving them can lead to significant cost savings and efficiency gains. The introduction of Honeywell operating systems, HOS, brought immediate results, reducing product defects by 80% in one Italian factory. However, improving processes can't be rushed and requires steady improvement. Employees have valuable insights, and involving them in structured Kaizen workshops can lead to significant improvement. The key is to make sure each new improvement becomes permanent and builds a base for further changes. Creating a winning culture. Setting up a successful company culture by defining core behaviors and integrating it into your decision-making can make the difference between a team who works together and one who doesn't. David Cote, CEO of Honeywell, did just that with his One Honeywell initiative, which unified the company's culture by defining 12 core behaviors and making sure they were integrated into every division's decision-making. By encouraging intercompany leadership gatherings and making sure every division understood its role, Honeywell thrived, discovering an internal combustion technology firm that produced better gas flares than an outside supplier, leading to tens of millions of dollars of new sales and ultimately setting the tone for a unified culture based on shared resources. Remember, establish your culture by infusing it into your decision-making, making sure everyone is on board, and watch your team succeed. Efficient leadership for business success. An effective leadership core is necessary for business success, but excess leaders can cause inefficiency. The key is to use efficient processes, performance reviews, and compensation to build a lean but powerful leadership team. Honeywell CEO, David Cote, realized the company wasn't as lean as it could be, and whenever a leader left, he analyzed whether a replacement was necessary or if responsibilities could be split. Cote found that sometimes 2 or 3 leaders out of 10 didn't need to be replaced, which brought significant financial benefits. Cote also emphasized the importance of supporting and compensating quality leaders, using substantive performance reviews and long-term compensation plans. Short-term bonuses were also introduced to boost morale and track short-term goals. Cote's leadership strategies helped Honeywell's shares and market cap rise significantly. Balancing short-term and long-term goals. Corporate leaders must make tough decisions daily, such as prioritizing a customer's urgent order over R&D department's funding needs. To increase short-term and long-term revenues, businesses must deliver quality customer experiences and invest in R&D. Streamlining processes, improving metrics, and gathering customer feedback can increase revenue in the short term. Additionally, intelligently investing in R&D can provide a competitive edge in the long term. By centralizing R&D planning, balancing incremental and longer projects, and moving research to developing countries with growing markets and skilled workers, companies like Honeywell have tripled R&D spending in 15 years and achieved both short and long-term success.
In conclusion, Winning Now, Winning Later provides valuable insights and strategies that will help you succeed in both short-term and long-term business ventures. By mastering the art of analytical thinking, aligning strategic plans, addressing legacy issues, and defining your company culture, you can lay a solid foundation for your organization. Additionally, focusing on efficient processes and performance reviews, delivering quality customer experiences, and investing in R&D ensures sustainable growth. Armed with these essential takeaways, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges of short and long-term success, as well as building a successful, future-proof organization.